Good morning, everyone. To begin with, let's just let's sing song of, or let's sing the Chong Ilgok anthem. Okay, let's to begin with, let's offer our Kyungde to our heavenly parent, true parents, and all humankind. Let's offer one haplaw. Kyungde, Marong. So let's recite the family pledge. Laptop is not cooperating. Family pledge number 3. The family pledge number 3. Our family, the honor of Chung Il-guk, pledges to perfect the 4 great realms of heart, the 3 great kingships, and the realm of the royal family by centering on true love. Meaning of the family pledge number 3. The 4 great realms of heart and the 3 kingships would have been fulfilled had Adam and Eve not fallen. But for the fall, they would have fulfilled this and become God's royal family. This part of the family pledge refers to the restoring fallen people and making them into the royal family. The families who receive the marriage and blessing Mary's blessing need to fulfill this mission. Conjugal love should take place where the four great forms of heart and the three great kingships are received or achieved. For a man and a woman to receive love from each other, they need to stand in such a position. Otherwise, they are not to love each other. Yet these realms and kingships cannot be realized without love. That is why man absolutely needs woman and vice versa. So once again, good morning to each and everyone who are our brothers and sisters who are in the YouTube live and also here in the Zoom. So we miss each other once again for this after 1 week, and this is our regular schedule. So even few are getting in the Zoom, but in the YouTube, the purposely for our brothers and sisters also to join with us in YouTube, or you can open the link after the session, so you can also view it for those who cannot view it in the Zoom or cannot join the Zoom or in the YouTube. So let's enjoy the day once again. Welcome, Doc Alan, Doc Randy, mga doctors ang nasa harapan ko ngayon. So my brothers and sisters also welcome for those who are there. So this morning we will be having another topic once again that will be presented to us by our Doc Randy. So the topic is all about the way of love in the family. So let's enjoy and listen to the lecture. So let's welcome our Doc Randy. Amen. Welcome po.
Opening prayer pa, ma'am?
I see. So may I request our Doc Alan to please lead us the opening prayer.
Okay. Good morning to you, dearest Heavenly Parent, and our true parents of heaven, earth, and humanity. We are here in this early morning to praise you, worship on you, and offer our sincere devotion as we know true Father has given us this tradition of giving more time to pray and listen unto your wisdom. We thank you, Heavenly Parent, for all the chances, opportunities for us to dig for more your heart in making us realize what is the truth, what is love, more particularly as we also work on many researches and we understand what's really the meaning of relationship between you and me, you and the children, the father and the mother, or husband and wife. Pledge number 3 is truly an awakening of the conjugal relationship, husband and wife, having children to also follow the path of loving you, understanding you. Hence, the love of filial piety could also be achieved between a child and you, Heavenly Parent. We pray that we can be with you in listening your wisdom and truth. Thank you, Heavenly Parent, for your love to us, giving us another week, another day, and a new month once again. I'd like to dedicate all this day to you and week with our brothers and sisters in the name of Alan and Jimmy Cadano, the Central Family.
To Okay, thank you very much for that heartfelt prayer, sir. So, yeah, let's na-disconnect si Ma'am Tere. Okay, so good morning to everybody, and welcome once again to our um, another session of our Blessed Family Education. And this time we'll be uh, understanding or discussing more on uh, the way of love in the family. How can we uh, how can we experience love in the family, and why is it love in the family is very important? Okay, so this will be the center of our sharing and our inspiration for this day, for this week, for this new month. Although yesterday they call it April Fool's Day, but there's no more fooling around. We needed to really create an environment wherein truthfulness will really be the center, right, Aju? And so let's understand how what are the words of inspiration that comes from our two parents, how important the family. Because nowadays we can see many parts of a fully developed environment that we have, not only in the Philippines, but even other parts of the world. Family, it seems to be not that important anymore. And also relationship of a family is not that uh, highly prioritized anymore. Okay. And it seems that love in the family is already deteriorating. And connection as a family is already not being strengthened, okay, within the relationship of human being. Well, in fact, if we will come to look at the environment, everything is being identified based on the family connection that we have, either in the um, natural world or even in human world. Adyo po ba? Does make sense po? So let's understand. This is based on the true parents' words. Okay. We can read this in Chung Sung Yung Book 4, Chapter 2, Section 1. Okay. The way of love in the family. Okay. So when we talk about family and love in the family, most especially when we talk about true love in the family, this is the only love that has no expiration, right? No expiration, and it is eternal. Kaya nga tinawag na true love, even family or even parental love. Kasi to become a parent and to become a child, there's no ending and there's no expiration date, right? But hopefully na yung expiration of marriage contract in the Philippines na 10 years would not materialize. Kasi sabi na that would be the resolution of the para hindi gagastos ng almost 300,000 every dissolution of marriages. Okay. Pero kung titignan natin, that is not the solution, but that would again entice people not to engage into a deeper relationship of husband and wife. Katulad na lang halimbawa ng solo parenthood. Okay? Sabi nila yun daw ang solution para matugunan ang pangangailangan. Pero does it really resolve the issue of the family? Or mas lalo lang na-encourage ang ibang tao to practice a solo parentism? Okay? Na hindi naman yun talaga ang ideal about parentism. Okay? So, this is the only love that has no expiration date. And this is God's law of love centering in the family. Okay? When we talk about true love in the family, okay, most especially about true love story, this never end. It is a cycle of passing from generation to generation. That's why the most important love that we can practice and the most important story that we are creating is the story that we have developed in our love relationship as a family. Adyo po ba? Does make sense po? And so, according to True Father, since the beginning of history, who has practiced true love? Focus on parents, true love focus on husband and wife, and true love focus on brothers and sisters. Okay? So this is the focus of true love. That's why when we talk about true love, it is absolute and no ending. Okay? It is the beginning of creation of life, and it is also the end, okay, or the destination of love. Now, the only one that we can pass from generation to generation is the story of love that we have as parents, as husband and wife, and as brothers and sisters. Okay? That's why the love of God is being expressed as parental love. It's not only parental love. It is also being expressed in conjugal love and children's love. These three great love make it possible for a human being to exist forever. And this is the reason why we constantly expand and multiply as a human being, right? So these great loves transcend even the loftiest human view of life. When these love are perfected, happiness is perfected. When they are lacking, misfortune set in. That's why people become happy when these three great loves unite. Is a motherless person happy? That person's misery is equal to the emptiness he or she feels. Is a fatherless person happy? A fatherless person envies those who have a father. Happiness leaves no room for envy. The same is true for love. If you envy someone or something, you cannot say you are happy. So that is how important, okay, these three great love is. It is the way in order for us to be happy, either individual, as a couple, and as a brothers or sisters in a children's love. Okay. And that is how important, because this is the expression of God's love. Okay. That's why Father emphasized more on rebuilding, renewing, and recreating the identity of the family. Okay. And Father said, as we continue, you cannot be happy without a father and mother. No matter how great a man's ideal may be, or how much he boasts, he needs a woman. He needs a wife. When husband and wife have lived happily together, and then the husband suddenly passes away, the wife will shed tears. A woman cannot live without a man, and a man cannot live a woman as well. That's why we cannot say that I can live alone as a man or as a woman. Because in order for us to be said to be a man or a woman, okay, our counterpart is very much needed and it must be emphasized. That's why the best unity, the best source of happiness is when men and women united together in the love of God. in expressing the true love of God. Okay? So that is how important, ganun ka-importante yung love between a man and a woman forming a husband and wife. And that's a time that we can say that man and woman can live happily together, even ever after. Aju?
Thank you.
Yeah. Also, no matter how happy husband and wife may be together, they will be miserable without children. Do you need only sons, according to father? You need both sons and daughters. But what if the parents have only one son and one daughter? A son needs an elder sister and an elder brother, and a daughter needs an elder brother and elder sister as well. Furthermore, they each need a younger brother and younger sister. Everyone needs elder and younger siblings, and without any one of them, the individual would be unhappy. A family wherein the younger sister, younger brother, elder sister, and elder brother are all united will be protected by God. That's why the next step of husband and wife is to, to create a second self of husband and wife. That is bringing out children in order for the relationship of husband and wife could be stronger, and at the same time that's the time that we can build what we call family. Because when we talk about family, it must have a husband and wife. To become a parent, there must be a brother and sister or children, either in a younger or elder brothers and sisters. And that's the time that the four position foundation is being established. And that's the time that God identity and God's characteristic can be substantially embodied or substantially be seen here on earth. Okay? And that is the importance of building a God-centered family. Okay? That's why it's really important that we have to build a family. And why we needed family? Why we needed to build family? Okay? Father said, this is because such a family becomes the origin of a clan. Okay? Not only an origin of clan, but origin of people and origin of a nation. Okay? So my father, mother, elder brother, elder sister, younger sister, and me total into 7 people. This underlies the significance of the number 7 as the number of perfection. You should know that I am talking here about perfection in reference to love. Why is 7 the number of perfection? Why is it that the creation of heaven and earth taught by Christianity was completed based on the number 7? It is because of this. It is said that the 3 is number of heaven and 4 is the number of earth. The number 3 is established by my father, mother, and me. Then what does the number 4 refer to? It refers to the existence of brothers and sisters. So that is the total number of heaven and earth, number 7. Okay? And that comprises about the family and the, the formation of the family, and that is the substantialization of the lineage of God here on earth. Okay? And so Father said, you should know that 7 is the number of perfection. The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit refer to Adam and Eve with God at their center. The Father refers to the connection of the top and bottom. That is the vertical relationship, and parental love represent heaven and earth. Your elder brother and elder sister refers to the east and west, and younger brother and younger sister refers to the north and south. When these unite, a three-dimensional relationship is formed. That is the law of love. That is why there is no law of science that does not adhere to this mathematical principle. It is from God's law of love that the fundamental concept of the principle of creation rises. One, such laws of love are firmly established, and that's the time that peace will be realized here on earth. That's why Father said that the most important element when we talk about building peace is no other than establishing first peace within the family. And we all know that when we talk about peace in the family, this is the basic unit of peace. This is the fundamental and basic unit of peace, not only in the community, but even into the whole world. That's why it's really important that we have to create more blessed families, rebuild families, and to really reestablish our understanding with the families. So when we talk about family, it is the unity of the conjugal, the parental, and the brother and sister in the children's love. And that is the perfection of God's love here on earth. So with that, good morning to everybody po.
Good morning.
Thank you so much once again. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Kuya Jo, welcome po.
Morning
So
po.
let's say thank you so much for the presentation of Doc Randy once again. Let's give a hand to Doc Randy. Thank you po. This early morning, it's very nice for us to wake up early and offer again our time to learn and these words that we have. So yeah, family actually is very important, especially for us first generation, as we've been discussing also the root cause of education to our second generation and next generation is from the first generation families, and we are now the one. So I guess there are lots of things to share about this point. So maybe call and si Doc Alan naman ang ano kasi. Doc Alan is full of wisdom to share so that also our brothers and sisters who will be viewing the YouTube, they could also learn from the sharings that we have aside from the lecture that was presented. And we believe that this is one way for us also to reach out our brothers and sisters who cannot join with us in the Zoom. So through this YouTube, they can view it when they have time. So I know there are lots of things we can discuss with this very short lecture, but it is very meaningful, I guess. So bigyan natin ng justice sa ang lahat ng mga bagay na connected po about sa ideal family. And this is our great mission in the unification movement. It is establishment of the ideal family. So let's welcome Doc Alan. Once again, it's a new life, it's a new day, and let's welcome everyone and welcome Doc Alan to share. Thank you po.
Okay. Here we are once again on this first Sunday of the month. Yeah, pledge number 3 and the message this morning is really a very thoughtful message, more particularly on the blessed couple. There was a time when we are asked on taking this family education ministry. And in my assignment, we have to discuss more, write, and know more, educate couple and the children what is really blessed life. Last night, Professor Gill, also in Chunbo Leadership School, mentioned about the true blessed couple. We are blessed couple, blessed family. But true mother mentioned we have to be true blessed couple. In a sense, true mother knows what is really the quality of the blessed couple, the blessed family. So she's looking also on realities. Even though there are many blessed couple, much and blessed, previously married couple were also blessed. She knows if the blessed couples are also having blessed families, blessed children, second generation, next generation. Raising up children needs also God-centered, blessed conjugal relationship between husband and wife. When I tried to talk with my eldest blessed son, it was in 2018 that they were blessed. And last year, still they could not join together or start a family. And I have to talk to my son, why not start a family? I called him and we discussed about pledge number 3. I asked him, please open your Nihongo family pledge number 3. And he read it and looked at me. I have to explain to him how to make really a true blessed couple, or what is a true blessed family. You cannot have a blessed family unless you have a conjugal relationship with your spouse. So why not start a family? It's not only a blessed, God-centered conjugal relationship. You also need to have blessed children. You also have to offer and take care of God's true children. Therefore, you have to start a family. You were blessed 4 years ago. And why not start a family? He could not mention it. But when he visited Brother Ronnie, our subgroup leader, he mentioned that not to me, but to Brother Ronnie. And he said to him, I'd like to start a family when I have my house, my lot, and we can have a place where to live on to. Then I realized that he has a good vision. He has a good plan. When I called him another time, he said to me, Papa, I'd like to start a family until I can fulfill my condition. and like to fulfill my being staff. We call it family educator. I was not a full-time. I don't know what is really church. So I need to understand more what is family tradition. So I'd like to be a staff within this year in every seminar here in Nagano, in Japan. The winter season, the spring season, summer season, and he likes to complete all these conditions, serving as a staff in a seminar, serving as coordinator in a seminar, and taking care of the participants. They call it family educator. Once they are second generation and blessed, they are not just second generation. When they are already blessed, they are called by the church and given a mission of being a family educator. And he said, family educator are those blessed children who need to go along, visit the second generation, talk with them, educate them, encourage them to go to church, and have a good acquaintance between and among the second children or blessed children there in the church. There is a video center in there, but before they go to education, they first motivate their invited friends and do individual sports like playing table tennis. This encourage the second generation to go back again to the church the next weekend and listen to God's word, even if it is just through video. When I understand it, I almost cry. Kaya pala hindi siya makapag-start agad-agad ng family because he set a condition and he has a mission and he has a vision. And he told me, I cannot do all these things if I have already a family, if I have already children to take care of. I need to fulfill all this mission, all this offering. I was silent after he told me about it. I tried to reflect onto my son as a vertical love. When he spoke to me, I saw that he has filial love to his parents. I reflect and take a look on in my mind what is my relationship with my wife. Almost every day we have some arguments, even about our children, why our eldest could not start a family. And my wife cannot speak to him. I told her, why don't you speak to your son? You can speak in Nihongo. Our son speaks Nihongo. Now you are asking me about our son. It should be you who would be talking to our son because you can understand each other immediately. If I have to talk to him, I can only use my English. And he has little knowledge about English. He has to use his cell phone and try to check the meaning of what was I said and check if the word in those translation application has the right meaning. I could say yes, I could say no. It's a different thing. So there are poor limitations and poor communication between and among in our family. So I told my wife, please talk to him directly. Even if I talk to him, it's a very challenging one. I don't know what's his response. I don't know if he understands what I was talking all about. So we always argue with my wife about this. And when I tried to take a look, reflect on our relationship, I said there is also still a limitation in our relationship. And I was shocked last night and Professor
Hill.
what true mother said. Best couple must be true best couple. Blessed family must be true blessed family. So there I got the reality and true mother understands the quality of love between and among within a blessed family. So we need not to discuss what's the relationship of the entire family, entire blessed children with our true parents, true children between and among true parents. So again, going back to pledge number 3, actually when I recite the Gachung Mengse, it's number 3 that is very easy to memorize. And I think if we talk or speak about Gachung Mengse Sam, we don't know it in Korean. If we understand it in English, it's a very touching, moving pledge, family pledge. And it looks, boils also down to the relationship between husband and wife, and among the parents and children. This is a very good thing that we need to embrace, manifest every day. So every night, we only have, my wife and I remains here as already our 5 children already are far away from us. They have their own apartment and they're working in some other places. When we pray, my wife and I make evening closing prayer. We end up greeting good night, Heavenly Parent, good night to parents. And I told my wife, good night, Mama, I love you. So somehow I could express at the very end of the day my love and my respect to my wife. Thank you. Thank you.
Maraming salamat po. Lots of very deep ang elaborate reality versus the ideal of the principle itself. So, yeah, this is it. We've been here in the movement for so long, but we could really see what's the standard that we are in. So we can assess ourselves, especially as blessed families. That's why when we have this family ministry responsibility to make a manual or education system for our church in the Asia Pacific too, it could remind us once again how important our mission and position is. So it's really very important to review where we are now. And this kind of education that we have in this blessed family education, this is not only for us, but it's everyone to really review where we are now in connection to the principle. And what we need, how important is our responsibility as true blessed families, supposedly. But the real thing is still we are very far from this standard. That's the main reason why that we cannot say we don't need these lectures, we don't need these sharings, if we don't freely assess ourselves that we are still very far from it, from the standard our true parents wanted us to really establish. That's why it's very important. And with that, it is still depends upon the education of the first generation parents to understand fully the mission that we have. So Doc Alan shared a lot of his experiences, especially in relationship. Every day is a challenging part, very challenging, because there are lots of things to consider and lots of things to face. But once we could see the opportunity for us to really align ourselves to the principle itself, because it's only through the principle that we will be guided. And the only thing that True Father always been emphasizing to us is true love, sacrifice. That's why Dr. Alan sharing about relationship of husband and wife, relationship towards our children. It's very important. But every day also there are lots of it's really challenging for us to really emulate that kind of true love. That's why in discussing everything like this, sharing like this, and even also for those who are in the YouTube, we believe that we learn from each other and we can grow together. It's good for us. We have this kind of education system now. it's not yet too late for us to have this kind of intense education, because we can come now to realize how what are the lapses that we have in the early days that we need to mend while we are living here on earth. That is to review always the standard of relationship we have in our own families, and more of it is the standard of relationship within husband and wife. Because dito nakasalalay yung kumbaga yung life of faith din at saka education ng ating second generation. Kaya it's high time for us. Oftentimes you say, why my children are like this? It's because still babalik pa rin sa atin, babalandra pa rin sa ating first generation who've started to follow our loving true parents. And have we followed? Have we substantialized? As we can see in the pledge number 3, it emphasizes the 4 great realms of heart. And this is the basic foundation for us to really establish or substantialize the 4 great realms of heart, the 3 great kingships. Yeah, so let's once again thank you so much for the wisdom and your time, Doc Alan. I know you are so much dedicated with all these things, and little by little more people could also recognize how valuable, especially our elder ones, to really share more our experiences, and we could testify that we haven't done much for what our true parents have been longing for us. But it's not too late for us also to redirect ourselves and let our second generation be the one to totally, or if not totally, at least they have a foundation, a good foundation for them to start more than us. When we are sharing, Doc Alan's sharing about the son who wanted to establish stabilize first the financial or even the situation externally of their family before starting it. That's the thing that could also our shortcomings as first generation. We are, as we say, we need to be born, or we need to be claim as we are the prince and princesses in the kingdom of heaven. But in contrary, we are not that stable even in our external things. So we need to really balance. No, second generation is looking forward. They are even have a greater opportunity to balance the external needs and the spiritual needs of a family, so that we could really establish an ideal family. Because we cannot just only establishing ideal family, because that's our goal, and that's everybody's goal. Establishing ideal family if you're just focused on spiritual side. So there needs to be balance. We need to be balance of the external needs and the spiritual needs of the family itself. So that's a great limitation, because many elder or many of us as first generation, we cannot show a comfort, or we cannot give a comfortable life to our second generation. That's why they themselves also are struggling. Especially second generation are very sensitive. They know what is the right thing to really substantialize. That is establishing an ideal family. And establishing ideal family, we need to be financially or externally abundant also, as much as we have also the abundance in the spiritual side. So this is it. We are now awakened of the real thing, and they are educating us also, our second generation. So once again, let's give a hand to Doc Alan. Thank you so much po sa sharing and the time, effort, despite of the situation we have. Let's give a hand po for Doc Alan. Thank you so much po once again. I guess many learn a lot from this. So let's welcome also our Kuya Jo. Kuya Jo, you are welcome to share also your great ideas and wisdom, because everybody of us here have now children who are also striving to be blessed, and soon also Kuya Sir Randy will also have blessing candidates and children. That's why everybody needs to share and about our experiences now that our children, our second generation, are now in the blessing age. And as a family po, good morning po, welcome.
Good morning. Muli po sa lahat. As I'm listening to thanks to Brother Randy for the in-depth explanation of what is a family. But making number 7 cannot be fulfilled now. We are already also old na to produce for children. At saka CS din siyang ating wife. So wala na. Up to 3 lang talaga tayo. Nakikita ko talaga na limited yung tatlo, yung relationship nila. Sila lang talaga kinakawawa nila, yung younger sister nila, dalawang boys, and yung bunso kasi babae. Tapos inaasar nila lagi. So, ang ganda nga sana pagka even lampas ng 7, maraming anak. So, I think Kuya Alan got 5. Very nice family. Perfect number.
5 pa lang.
Ilan sila, Kuya? 5, di ba?
Yes.
Ang galing. Pero yet, sabi nga niya kanina, walang naiwan sa kanila.
Meron din. Only the 2 are blessed. So far, meron pang 3.
And then later, aalis din sila and make their own family. So the husband and wife will remain
together.
Well. Isip, hindi nang pinag-uusapan namin ni wife ni Merlina na paano na yan, 3 anak natin. Pag mag-asawa na yan sila, iwanan na tayo.
That's true. Pero hindi naman talaga iiwan. Andun lang sila sa malalayong lugar.
Sabi,
Have that heart.
So, paano yan? Pagtanda natin, walang ititingin sa atin kung yung babae natin iuwi nila. I see. Meron lang, di ba, 2 boys sa akin. Yung panganay, yun na-bless na last April. Magwa 1 year na sila. Pero they are still distant and waiting for their scheduled time to make and join as family. Na nag-struggle yung anak namin pagka Hindi niya na nakakausap ng ilang linggo yung spouse niya.
Ma-worry.
Tapos, yun ang buti na lang yung si Brother Bien at least siya yung nakakausap niya minsan-minsan. Isip din namin na siguro pagka-graduate niya, one more year, then pwede nang mag-start kayo ng family.
Ilang taon na kuya? Ilang taon na po siya?
Magti-22 na siya sa August. And the girl is 23 plus. Kung gusto nila doon pumunta, si Subi. Si Subi naman, kumari ayaw niya doon dahil gusto niya dito. Makatulong sa mga best children. Si Subi, wala kaming, I would say, nintindi o sa kanyang life of faith. And externally, he has the talent, and he will be graduating this May. The University of Santo Tomas. And sabi daw nung spouse niya, pupunta daw siya sa graduation niya. Ay paano nga pala yung hindi nang tinatanong yung holy wine nila. Paano nga pala yun? Magkahiwalay sila. Paano? Ang treatment ba sa kanila sa couple na o hindi pa naman sila na nag-join?
Parang yan po yung question din ni Doc Alan.
Yun ang... So, paano? Hindi sila makaka-holy wine kung as a couple?
Yeah, that's the problem with my second blessed child, my first daughter. But when we have our meeting with the field job, they ask, how about those blessed children? Much to those who are in other countries. And the leader said, let's have consideration about them because they are really in far places. So we have to consider them. They have to have their holy wine together, but in far places.
Separate, kuya.
You have to just know each other. What's the day? What's the time that they will have the holy wine ceremony? That's what Biljab said.
That's why I heard last night from Subi. That's what they are agreed ata. Tapos kaya ngayon hindi daw siya sasama. He will wait until April 26 for from Japan and dito rin.
Yeah, it will be the host country na mag-anong masusunod kuya kung ano. Kung sa Japan yung host country, the Philippines will join the member from the second gen from the Philippines will join at the same time. Kaya kailangan din na naka-video yon para live siya na parang together pa rin. So maging virtual yung ano nila.
Mm.
So, ang officiator natin, Kuya Randy, example, host country is Japan. So, no need for an officiator here.
Meron din.
Ang last yung napag-usapan namin last meeting na ano, kasi we're thinking kasi host country susunod naman tayo doon. Nandun yung officiator din sa country na yon. Tapos dito, we're thinking na meron lang mai-prepare na ano, mai-prepare na holy wine dun sa ano, dun sa prayer room, dun sa HQ. Tapos dun siya mag-connect na ano. So, inaano nga rin namin kung tatanungin pa ni Ate Dulce sa kwan kung kinakailangan ba na merong magbigay ng holy wine dito or it will just be picked na nandoon na lang kung pwede yung nandoon na lang sa kwan sa prayer hall yung ano yung holy wine tapos pipick na lang nung from the Philippines tapos i-join na lang dun sa ano dun sa host country. So yun yung isa sa mga ano kasi yung national leader natin is talagang very busy ngayon for the holy wine. Kaya we're thinking of yung napag-usapan namin last time pero ko-confirm pa ni Ate Dulce kung pwedeng gano'n na mangyari. Na the BFD will just prepare the holy wine sa HQ tapos kung yung from the Philippines, it will just follow and then just pick yung holy wine na lang doon kasi naka-prepare naman na doon sa ano sa prayer room na
Okay.
so ganun po. Yeah.
So unless kung sa center, example sa center, kung wala sa HQ yung ano, kung nasa center. So ang center leader ang representative ng ano. Kaya this is a very discussions eh.
Kung host yung country kasi is wala pa kasing ano eh, kumbaga nakaano pa lang na only the national leader yung pwedeng mag ano eh,
Mag-officiate.
Kaya hindi tayo kung ganon, kung mataon na nandun yung national leader, pwede maging host ang Philippines pero pag hindi pa wala pang final na directive from IHQ how we could go about it na kasi only the regional president and national leader ang ano eh. Tapos yung vice regional president palang yun. Kaya ang ano ng Philippines is halos lahat ng mga international couple is ang host country is yung sa nasa international and the Philippines will just follow. Kaya kung sa center yung ano sa center we just need to prepare dun sa prayer room muna, parang ganun. Prepare yung holy wine tapos nandun yung video na nag-attend yung ano connecting sa international yung representative from the Philippines.
So mayroon ding official venue. For example, sila ang host then tayo will follow. So meron din tayong i-prepare na venue. Like
ang isang venue na prepare for now kuya is yung national headquarters na ano na prayer room. Pero we are still communicating with IHQ kung paano yung sa mga region na malayo sa national headquarters. So we're waiting for an update from Ate Dulce sa international headquarters pa rin po.
Siyempre.
Sabi nga namin malapit na, so anong pwede nating gawin?
Siyempre, maaaring iba-ibang country, iba-ibang oras, iba-ibang araw din. So, sa HQ, they can facilitate dahil they can online the video. Yung siguro yung mga nasa provinces or yun ang may problema siguro sila sa
It's not only the
setting
online,
up.
but also the availability of the Holy Wine.
Kasi hindi man basta-basta holy wine yun. It needs to have the ceremony. So how if it is not available in the center? Because
So at least siguro sa mga regional leaders, lead centers will have their online set up para i-host yung
sabagay may schedule naman ng every region to receive our NL, our national leader, to visit and conduct this one. You are muted, sir.
okay.
Nakamute ka, sir. Sir Randy, nakamute po.
Ang inaano kasi is yung kung nandun ang national leader tapos time din na siguro pwedeng gano'n na pag nandun yung national leader tapos mai-connect dun sa other country and if they can join during that time. Pwede rin sigurong gano'n ng setup para at least will not be creating our own setup, but it would be based on the guidelines na So like for example, kung
yung
sa
Holy
Mindanao,
Wine, nakukuha ng Holy Wine.
lahat ng mga international na merong international spouse doon if they are available during that time, and communication between BFD of that country and BFD of our country din. Kaya nga yun yung inaano namin kay Cathy na how she can arrange all of these things na communicating with BFD of other countries kung saan yung mga na-bless. Kaya we are letting her check yung mga international couples natin for that.
So ang ibig sabihin kung tayo ang mayroong national leader on that venue, tayo yung host. Ganon?
Pwede pong ganun sa agreement ng yung country na Pero kung nagkaroon na kayo ng agreement na mag-follow, maging host country yung part ng sister, pwede rin ganun. Pero usually kasi dapat brother yung mag-host. Brother country. Kung saan yung brother, dapat yun yung mag-host. Parang gano'n ng Pero we're still in the process of gaining some advice from international regarding this one. Kasi parang na-mention last time is si Maraya sa HQ. So nasa Thailand yung spouse niya dahil brother yung spouse. Doon yung maging host country. Tapos mag-follow lang si Maraya sa HQ. Yun yung
Okay.
So,
Okay.
agreement din ng parents sa second generation, agreement ng parents kung saan yung mag-host country. So, both parents should meet together regarding this one, sa second generation po.
Okay. Thank you for that clarification.
Thank you, Kuya Jo.
Parang na sila kanina, nag-usap na yata kagabi na sinasabi ni Sobi, 26 na sila. Hmm. Well. Okay. So mamaya kami naman pupunta sa HQ para sa mga bata. Okay, can I continue? So, yan, sa panganay namin, we have no much alalahanin. Pero yung pangalawa namin, medyo malaro siya. Laging nasa computer niya, nasa laro. That's really our headache. Pero hindi namin
Always there's a challenge.
Yeah. Hindi namin kino-confront na pero yung nanay niya hindi talaga maiwasan na pagkagalitan niya. I hope when he will enter college, hope something will change.
Addictive sa mga computer, laro-laro.
No, kuya. Tapos pagka tinatanong namin, mag-apply ka na ba ng blessing? Hindi lang siya umiimik. Pero yun ang namin sa pangalawa. Na-addict siya sa laro. At kaya namin itong pag-senior niya, enroll namin sa IPLC para magkaroon siya ng engagement sa mga staff natin doon na may DP. Pero lockdown naman, so puro online. Yun lang. Basta ang sinasabi niya naman pag college niya, IT daw kukunin niya. Enroll niya. So dito na lang siya sa amin, lapit sa Angeles. Yung bunso namin, ayun, medyo, siya ito. Since nung mas lalong na-intense yung kanyang type of faith nung nakapag-attend siya nung second gen Asian seminar dito sa Manila. Sabi niya, 16 siya ngayon. Mag-apply ka na. Smile lang siya. Walang problema ito. Talented din. So, yun ang mga differences ng mga siblings ng children. Kawawa yung panganay at saka yung babae ang magkasangga kahit sa biruan, yan. Mapapaiyak nila siya. Pero yung isa talagang lang may sariling
Ibang.
Bando. Yun lang ang namin. Sabi ko sa mama niya, pag-pray mo na lang sa Chong Simon. Doon mo na lang siya kausapin. Sa prayer. So yun. I'm hoping will change. Kahit yung mga second gen. Bagay pagka nasa HQ, naman, nahanap din niya yung mga kabats niya na nag 40 days sa Korea o kaya yung mga kabats niya nag-Thailand. Yan, magkano rin sila. Nahanap din niya pag nasa HQ. Siguro engagement talaga ang kailangan. maybe one is that pwede siyang, ang tawag doon, ma-adapt sa isang family for a week, magano'n siguro, stays there. Siguro yun ang tinitingnan namin sa kanya.
Homestay.
Yes, kuya, yun. Sa mga Blessed family. Yun ang tinitingnan namin na program sa kanya. So,
Actually, yan ang mga topics doon sa family education ministry. From the 10th year to 20th year, the 20 to the 40th year. Yun ang mga cases because they already have blessed children. Yung mga couples na on those years of togetherness, like in my group, 10th to 20th year of togetherness ng couple or family. Ang mga anak nila nasa teenage life na eh.
correct,
And
kuya.
just like your, yung isang anak mo, very addictive na doon sa computer. So that's one problem or one case kung paano ma-solve talaga yung mga kasong ganun eh. So it's the headache, kung paano, anong solutions yan. So mahirap din gumawa ng manual para sa family education. Sakit sa ulo.
Minsan dati, maiisip mo rin na sirain na lang yung mga gadget niya. Pero hindi naman, sabi ko, maybe not a good step. Yan mo lang siya. Then, maka-realize later on.
Siguro ang
Timely.
isang magandang ano diyan po na is yung community of blessed families, how they can really be working together in educating children. And isa nga po yung homestay process na kasi that has been one of the effective way na. Pero kung ang kasi nun, ang lang ng homestay, kung pareho sila, yung mga anak parehong lulong sa computer, wala ibang gagawin. Kung mag-stay dun for 3 days, puro computer. Kaya yung intervention pa rin ng parents in guiding the children to bakit nagkaroon tayo ng ganitong program, ganon.
Nagkaroon pa sila ng colony pagkakasama sila.
So, discussion between parents and siguro isa rin yun na pwede nating sa Sir Alan, sa
Ministry.
BFEM na
Yeah.
homestay process, tapos yung blessed family community engagement na how we could really become a parent to all second generation, and then we can think of together guiding them in a way na we could let them be sabihin natin na strategize kung paano, halimbawa yung group of parents na merong ganun yung setup ng mga anak, how we could really get them together, and then what are the education that we can give to them para sa ganun we could help them together. Then merong host family.
Dito na pumapasok yung Trinity of the family, and then support system. Kasi all families have such problem, then you can help together to discuss about this, how to guide our children. Yeah, it's very effective po yung stay. That's what I have I've been doing now, because my eldest is also my problem, how I could also settle down. I don't know what he wants. Itong mga babae, palaban talaga sila sa but my experience po yung noon nagka-problema rin ako na how could I educate them when they just stay dito sa amin. Sige akong yaw-yaw, sige akong noon, kay maraming members sa center dito sa bahay. Pero sila mismo hindi pa kundoke, nakakahiya. So, ang nakakaya is, ang mga estudyante nandiyan, naghundok mga anak ng second generation, sila yung hindi. So, parang sabi ko, what will I do? Kay nakasampal ba sa ating as a leader, sa ano rin, nag-guide sa ibang tao, din mga anak natin mismo hindi nag-guide. So, siyempre, meron pa rin judgmental ang utok.
Good for you dyan sa Philippines because you have many blessed families. No? Magkapit-bahay lang. No?
Noon. But
Or
when I send them out, that is the time they find themselves and they come to realize how important their involvement is. Kaya po, maganda pong education. Kaya ngayon, wala na akong ano sa kanila.
actually dito sa Japan, sa curriculum nila, merong 15 days yung mga estudyante na mag-homestay sila. We are given a period of time na pumunta sa southern part of Japan and northern part, far away from their family. Tapos sa mga senior high school, doon na talaga sa ibang bansa. Na? Yun ang homestay nila for 14 days. So that's part of their curriculum. And then dito sa church natin, kung mag-homestay, good kung talagang merong ibang probinsya na pupuntahan. Pero dito, kami dito, dalawa lang kaming si Brother Ronnie at saka sa akin, mag-homestay. Ang lapit-lapit, nakakatawa. No? So, pwedeng bisitahin pa rin nila kami. Magbisikleta lang sila, nakakarating na sila rito. Kaya we cannot just apply this homestay. We refer that to the Japanese church leader. Lalong-lalo na yung mga may boyfriend, may girlfriend. Ang sabi ng church leader, basta andyan lang sila. Kung may boyfriend, girlfriend, congratulate them. Why? Still they can join the blessing. Even they are on the first generation blessing. At least andyan sila. Kaysa mag-asawa sila sa labas. Or anong mangyari sa kanila. So long as they are there and they keep their faith, magkaroon ng boyfriend, ng girlfriend, then isalang nyo pa rin sa blessing. Although magiging first generation sila, blessed pa rin sila. Yun ang sabi ng Japanese leader. Natulala kami ni Brother Ronnie. Kasi mayroon talagang mga anak na pasaway. Pero it's also the parents' failure kung bakit hindi natin na-witnessan yung anak natin. Case by case.
Yeah, actually kung titignan natin, dami na nating dapat i-address na mga cases na naging result ng sabihin na lang natin na yung lacking of guidance or motivation to really learn how to really live as a blessed families. Kasi kung titignan natin, ngayon pa lang natin to na naumpisahan and marami nang nagdaan. Kaya nga, lagi rin in-emphasize ni Father before na we have to constantly read and study His words. Pero parang ngayon lang natin nakikita na ay mahalaga pala na dapat basahin natin kasi ito yung maging guide natin in order for us to really live as a blessed families. Which is, ang ngayon is naging late na because of malalaki na yung influence natin sa mga anak is hindi na ganun ka-strong influence natin because they have already developed a disconnection to the parents. And these are the things that we are facing right now as a family. Kaya yun din yung na ang tagal na mga words ni Father to mga pinag-aralan natin pero bakit ngayon lang tayo nagkaroon ng eagerness? to have this na dapat noon pa pala. And that has been given to us by True Father even long before. With the speeches that he has na even yung speech niya na if you will not study my words in the near future, you will have problems. Kaya yung tradition ng Hondokhe na namana natin from the center, how much we really applied it into the house na. Hindi lang yung Hondokhe na yung Hondokhe na parang magbasa lang, but how we could really connect together, connect with each other to really understand God's heart and true parents' heart. Anyway, this is what we are facing right now, and we are trying our best na how we could let this the situation that we have will not be passed from generation to generation, but at least we can develop a better. But it's really painful na there are so many fruit of the blessing na hindi talaga naging good fruit of the blessing. And that's also part of the challenge that we have na how active our second generation as well to really organize themselves through the guidance of the parents. Kaya there's still many things talaga na we have to work on. Kaya Kingdom of Heaven is talagang na-open pa lang ni Father in a worldwide arena, the condition for a cosmic process, but family level is yun yung we are just starting to recreate. Kasi matagal din kasi matanggal yung mga practices natin yung mga tradition natin. Kaya doon ko rin na-realize na one-time divine principle education is not enough. Dapat ang number one na iano natin is yung talagang constant education of the divine principle, wherein hindi dapat yung na alam ko na yan. Hindi ganun dapat because sabi nga ni Father, every time we read the principle, we always gain a new idea and new inspiration. Kasi that is the pinaka-basic na doctrine ng blessed family the divine principle.
It's a way of life.
Yeah. That is the beginning point of transformation of our life. Kaya even as saan ba tayo nagsimula? Bakit tayo bakit tayo na nandito? Bakit tayo na hook in in the unification? It's because of the principle that is being given to us. Kaya even si Mother, yun din ang lagi yung sinasabi. Amidst all the so many things that we needed to study, we have to go back to the basic principle, the basic element of reconnecting or understanding God and true parents. Kaya nga, I also realized na kaya pala sabi ni Father na yung first seminar mo, that is just opening your eyes to who God is. And then second seminar mo is accepting that we needed a Savior. We needed a Messiah. Yung third seminar mo, in a higher seminar, that is just a beginning point for you to realize that I must involve. I must change so that I can be with the Messiah. And pagdating ng 40 days, with the different experiences of exposure of the lifestyle that we have to practice, centering on the principle, that's the time na magkaroon pa lang tayo ng idea na, uy, eto pala yung kailangan ko in order for me to be happy. But those long length of seminars, yung 70 days na sinasabi ni Father, that is just the starting point for us to realize. Kaya in order for us to reinforce that, we needed to constantly study. Kaya nga even sabi ni Father, 120. Okay? 3 times 40 days so that we could really inherit, okay, and develop the tradition of God and true parents to be our own tradition, to be our own way of life. Okay? Kaya nga even si Juan, di ba? Yung transformation ng way of life ni Jacob, ilang years ba yun? 210. Di ba? At 21, 777. 21 years. Okay. Na doon lang siya nagkaroon ng transformation na willing to sacrifice for the sake of his brother. And then reconciliation for his brother. So actually, ito mga formula na to, naibigay na ni Father before. Even before to us. Pero ngayon lang nagkakaroon ng linaw. Kasi ngayon lang natin na eto na pa kinakailangan natin. No? So how can we really inject all of these things to become part of our awareness and our understanding of how we should live as a blessed families? Kasi I remember as a part of as I continuously travel from different part of the Philippines, ang dami talaga mga blessed families na nagsabi na ay hindi na kailangan mag-attend ng divine principle tong anak ko. Which is very sudden na naintindihan pa talaga nila yung heart, and even as a parent hindi pa nga natin masyado naintindihan, and then andiyan na sila, and then we delimit our children to be connecting. Ayun. Minsan sinasabi na mas malaga ito na lang basahin kaysa yan. Meron pa mga ganun eh. Okay. Which is very sudden in our part na alam natin na the reason why we are here, the reason why we left our old tradition is because of the principle. But sometimes we neglect. So parang nangyari din yan is we did not even change the course of history of Christianity. No? Na they just read the main message of Jesus Christ, but they never practice it. And nabasa lang nila minsan, sabi nila alam ko na, naintindihan ko na ang heart ni God. Pero in the way of life, in the practice that we have, still ang layo pa. Kaya nga lagi sinasabi sa atin ni Father na part of the 8th great textbook that we have, part of our Hondoke material is always going back to the principle. Going back to the basic understanding of our life of faith. So, yan yung yan yung pinaka parang I remember when we are in group 1, when we are discussing about kasi I always insist na we have to go back to the basic. And laging sinasabi na that's too ideal. Okay. But when kailan natin pag-usapan yung ideal? Kailan natin i-present yung ideal to our brothers and sisters? Is it pag late na, or we should open the mind of the people with the ideal more than injecting yung common practices na ginagawa ng ating community, na that is very far from God's ideal. Yung mga basic practices of how we should live together, how we could exercise a lifestyle of living for the sake of others. Yung a practical way of embodying that kind of lifestyle. And lahat man yun, kung if we will just go deeper and learn about the principle, it will talk. Parang yung 3 great blessing. Alam natin na 3 great blessing is be fruitful, multiply, and have dominion. Diba? Pero ano ba yung essence ng be fruitful? It is a establishment of a lifestyle of how can I constantly experience, wanted to give, wanted to live for the sake of brothers and sisters. And that is the best preparation so that we could understand the relationship of husband and wife. Because husband and wife is a relationship of unending giving. Not only the husband, not only the wife, but it is both. They should have that kind of mindset of constantly wanted to give unconditionally for each other so that there will be a harmony between husband and wife. Kaya nga ang winawala na idea in the first blessing is yung me concept. Kaya sabi ni Father, from me, we have to transform it to we. Okay? Yun yung sinasabi niya sa myself na speech niya noong 1956. Okay? Now, all of these things are the embodiment of the principle, the first blessing of the principle. And how much many of our blessed families understand this one. Na minsan, we never visit all those old speeches of True Father talking about how we could substantialize the principle itself. So these are the things na when can we start to open the gate for an ideal to be exposed. Kaya minsan sabi nila na parang I have a one discussion with elder blessed families na sabi niya na divine principle, napaka-ideal niyan. Bakit di na lang tayo makinig sa education ng mga iba't ibang nagbibigay ng family ministry. Pero ano ba dapat ang i-embody natin? Is it yung concept without the guidance of the Messiah or concept with the Messiah so that we could connect yung idea from outside to be part of how we could establish our lives as a blessed families. So these are the things that it's really crucial. And as a blessed families, how much we can do this and how much we invest so that we could really guide. Parang nung one time na tinanong ako nga ng anak ko na sabi niya, "Apa, what if I will be marrying outside? What will happen? What will happen?" And if we're not really
Congratulations.
attuned in God's word centering on true parents guidance, 'di ba? Parang how can we answer those questions? How can we let them understand na if you will be marrying outside and you are already in God's lineage, okay, do you want to still to go back to the old practices? Para sa ganun yung next generation, they will be hard up in transforming once again the families. Okay.
Yun nga eh. Masabi natin portion of responsibility.
Yeah.
Pero, ang isa nga rito, the basic unit is the family. To educate them. Ang isa nga lang dito sa akin, hindi naman paghuhugas kamay. Communication, language barrier. And then, yung asawa naman, okay lang naman sana sila sa Japanese language. Pero, hindi siya marunong mag-lecture in the principle doon sa English. Because Japanese are really not brought up into those kind of system. Yun ang isang naging limitation. Maybe also sa Philippines, maraming mga seminars, maraming mga centers na they can attend to. Pero ang limitations din siguro nila, yung mga registration fee, yung mga wifi, internet, no? Yan din ang isang mga limitations, no? Pero one thing I experienced, no, just recently, no, nung March 28, talagang nakakaiyak na mismong ang leader, church leader, Japanese church leader, pumunta sa bahay just to pray with the family. Dalawa lang kami ni Mrs. But he came and yeah, pumunta kami sa altar, nagdasal siya. The church leader really cried and pray for us. And na-touch kami doon. And then ang sabi niya, kung tayo lang dalawa, you have to invite your ancestors. They could be here. Kung meron tayong Sunday service, yung mga ancestors natin, dapat meron ding ancestor service. You have to have hondoke with them. Patulala ako doon. Pero in my 43 years of faith, doon ko lang na-experience na ang church leader talaga ang pumunta sa bahay, nag-pray, and coach us what to do in our family. Kaya wala yung mga anak. Ancestors, tawagin yung mga ancestors. No? Pinaliberate nyo, pinabless nyo, pero hindi pa talaga sila educated. Bakit walang spiritual cooperation? He did not educate them. You should also educate them. Mag-Sunday ancestors service din kayo. When you read it loudly para marinig din nila. Doon talagang sabi ko ito, breakthrough na ito. Mismo ang church leader ang pumunta sa bahay. Pero sa ewan ko, no? Philippines siguro magbisita man sa bahay, pero they could not pray with you doon sa bahay mismo. May mga home visit, pero walang ganon. To that deep experience na ganap altar doon sa bahay mo. Doon kayo naghuhundok Doon kayo nagpe-pray. Umiiyak yung church leader. Ako naman napatulala na first time itong nangyari sa buhay ko. Sana maging ganito rin ang mga church leader sa mga blessed families. Pinainom namin siya, hiniyaya namin mag-green tea. Sabi niya, no. So, yun. Yun, experience ko rin yun.
Kaya nga, based on that, Sir Alan, it's really important na our leaders should not be position-centered, but it should become a parental-centered wherein they wanted to visit their children. Parang yung ginagawa ni Father na he always wanted to visit all blessed families, if possible. He wanted to visit all nations where we have some foundations. And that's really the model of true parents na inano sa atin na they should be parental from the national to the regional to the even center, from regional
Sana
center
all.
to centers na ano. Kaya nga I learned that system nung lagi ako nasa outside Manila, nasa province na I always visit yung mga blessed families, and then we just read true parents words together. Tapos nagkaroon ng schedule ng visitation sa mga blessed families. Doing hondoke, and then reading, and then laughing, enjoying together as one family. Na yun yung tinatawag ni Father na true parent-centered leadership is not really a position-centered leadership na ako national leader, dapat ako yung regional leader, dapat ako yung bibisitahin. Hindi dapat ganun eh.
Yun
But
nga.
legwork should be done by the leader to reach out. Kaya yung sinasabi ni Mother na yung model na sinet up ni Mother yung previous na yung God's Day natin na instead na mag-gather together with True Mother, he said na go back to your families and then celebrate with your families. Okay? Connect with your families. So likewise, no, this is what we needed to connect, to challenge now the system that we have na, yung old system of leadership na always the king is being recognized and praised. This time the king should be the one to go to the families and not standing in a position, but standing in a parent's shoes of wanted to embrace all the children. Pero ang ano kasi yan is laging ang escape ko is marami na kaming ginagawa eh. Okay. Yan yung isa sa mga scapegoat na nakikita ko na laging sinasabi na ang dami na kasing member. Kaya nga ang inaano ni Father sa atin is we have to create our sub-leaders. We have to raise up our next generation leaders. Kaya centering on the 3 sub-leaders that we have to multiply up to 12. And then every 3 sub-leaders, they have also to multiply 3. And then from the 12 sub-leaders natin next is they should also multiply. Para sa ganon, even though we cannot go to every families, at least we can see that there is somebody who will be going there that is connected to us. And that is yung Trinity system and then expansion na inaano ni Father. Anyway, there's still so many things that we needed to learn from our true parents. Now we have to, na importante yung community of blessed families to discuss all of these things para sa ganon, yung parang ganitong forum na we can freely discuss. Hindi yung limited yung sasabihin natin kasi may nakatingin, di ganon. But we can really discuss together yung what we can do together in a real world of discussion. Okay? Na parang itong open for pinag-uusapan natin na to, this is a very good opportunity na we can see how we can apply true parents' words into this scenario that we are experiencing this time.
Yes.
Okay. Kaya nga importante din na how we could involve yung mga nasa frontline leaders that we have into this na they should not be in the position na akong leader, dapat ako lang yung ano. Pero hindi dapat ganun eh. Kaya nga we have a different expertise together so that we can complete the puzzle. We can support everyone to really understand kung ano yung gusto ni Father, ano yung gustong ipahiwatig ni Father sa atin. Kasi kung isa lang yung magsasalita, magiging communist way na parang ako lang ang tama, lahat kayo hindi. Kaya dapat magpalo lang, hindi dapat ganun. Because in a family, every member of the family has a capacity to support and help the family itself. Kailan kaya, no?
Yugin yung mga
Ganda siguro pa.
Yugin yung mga leaders. Dito nga, walang mga leaders dito na umaaten.
Yeah, we need to really revisit yung lifestyle natin as even this time, no, dami ring mga nag-struggle. Why blessed families struggle and cannot connect? It's because of that rin. Yun yung i-revisit din natin yung bakit maraming umaalis na members. Bakit maraming nandyan lang sa gilid-gilid na mga old members, old blessed families. What can the church do to raise them up once again? Because they are very precious people. Ito yung purpose po yung itong blessed family education po, Doc Alan, na despite the fact na kunti lang ang pumapasok, pero in our hearts, we know it is very effective way for us. Kung hindi man ma-recognize ngayon, together with Sir Randy, we can really see now the value of what we are doing. Yeah.
Maganda pa ito kaysa Sunday service kasi mayroong interaction.
Kaya nga, isa na yung, I'm praying also, actually, I'm also helping Tita Teresa, the one that Doc expressed yesterday about the women's role. Kaya sinusuportahan ko rin yung advocacy ni Tita Teresa about the surrendered wives and empowered wives. So we have created already one for international. So, nag-take charge na si Ate Sonia. Nag-take ownership na. So, I move out na, hindi naman na move out, but I still am there when they have the morning session. Then, nagkaroon ako naman ng idea to organize the women leaders' wives. So, nandun si Ate Shirley, nandun si Mrs. Cayo. So, that is now the empowered wives, once a month at least. Pero still pa rin, we could really see that the dedication and the appreciation, they need also to see the value. Kasi we are learning actually po rin sa empowered wives. So, Tita Teresa is also having that advocacy that he needs also somebody to support. Kaya po, itong mga ginagawa nating simple things, maybe in their eyes of our leaders or in the eyes of other people who don't value it. But sa akin, punong-puno yung heart ko Doc Randy. Punong-puno yung heart ko na parang gusto kong mag-burst out in tears. Na if only many will join in this. Even, kaya nga dun sa Blessed Family Education, actually, dudugo ng utok natin Sa totoo lang, honestly, nangut-ngut ang ulo ko na how could I think of more? Pero, look, always facing also out the laptop and beside there are lots of responsibilities. Pero, I never give up. I declare I never give up for this because I know this is very fruitful thing. Ito yung kailangan ng church natin. Yung education system. And how we'll face tayo po na nakaka-value po. And we will influence other people. Kaya itong education, family education, sana with the YouTube that you have, kung sino man yung mga maka-view nito, I hope. Actually, while we are having our discussion, I'm also following up some people, elder ones also. Kasi I know that the wisdom that we have as an elder, makaka-influence din tayo sa mga younger at saka mga even those naghihingalo rin ng mga blessed families na elder natin po. Kaya this is only the platform wherein we could meet together and really emphasize this kind of education. Kasi wala man tayong boses sa mga leaders natin. What I mean is, we don't have the opportunity to talk. It's only this way that we have the freedom to talk. Not in the negative ways, but it is a very constructive ways on how to go deeper to the main point. Hindi yung puro goal, hindi yung puro external goal, just to make our leader happy because of the goal, external goal. But we are jiving to the very deep core of our mission, in the very deep core of what true parents wanted us to have. It's the value of our relationship. Kaya nga, I hope na also sa regional leaders, meron sana rin ganitong discussion na hindi lang yung meeting na they could just talk about goals. But there needs to be have a brainstorming also on how to develop and how to go deeper to the main point of touching the heart of all the members in every region. Kasi we know that marami rin members na nag-struggle sa leader. Ano naman ang role ng leader? To stand just a leader, it's because siya ang nasa position, no? Dapat din maintindihan na meron talaga rin role ng leader to touch the heart of members who are struggling. Para hindi lalayo ba? Kaya this is kind of platform is very nice, actually. A deeper brainstorming, sharing. So sa atin nga, I'm learning a lot. Ako, may especially sa akin din, si Kuya Joe, may struggle sa anak niya. Ako rin, as a parent, you're just only looking at us as a very nice ang family, pero meron din tayong mga kanya-kanyang overcoming. Kagaya sa akin ngayon na I'm praying, okay na yung dalawa, but ang dalawa rin, may plano rin sila because of this, yung tinatawag natin na balancing of the external and the internal. So, sabi ni Songfel sa akin, Mama, para naman akong baka maging external lang ako kasi I've been emphasizing them na ang dami nating obligation financially. So you need to think it over also. What is your plan? You need to be clever, I said to her. So even, kaya kailangan i-balance po natin, sabi ko, i-balance natin yung external natin at saka yung spiritual. Kasi mission inclined siya Pero may potential din siya na So I'm trying to explain kasi they are also preparing a better family more than what we have started. Kumbaga. Honestly speaking, banking tayo Banking ako, kumbaga banking tayo We are not sustained financial, we are not stable and our leg our leg is not stable enough to stand in our mission. Because yung isang leg ko, kulang sa finances, kulang sa support. Pero yung isang leg ko is strong sa spiritual. Pero paano, how can we survive? Kung maglakad ka, anong mangyari? Pilay. So dapat
Pilay.
dapat balance yung paa.
Balance.
Kumbaga, dapat i-balance. So ito na yung ng mga second generations ngayon na they need to establish a better family. Yun na po yung sabi din ng anak ni Doc Alan na talaga they need to prepare for a better future more than what we have started. Anyway, we have laid the foundation for them. Yung anak ko rin lalaki, nagdi-discuss kami, though oftentimes, hindi naintindihan ng amahan or ako rin mismo. I was fed. I almost give up already. Kasi hindi ko siya ma-push mag-join, very silent type. And then, graduate na siya, pero parang nagdedepende masyado pa sa decision ko, parang ganun. So, sabi ko sa kanya then nadala ko pa siya, saan bang gusto mo talaga? So, this is now high time for you. So, ngayon, gusto niyang bumalik doon sa spiritual, kasi close sila kay Kuya Gaspar Tobio. Very close yung heart niya kasi si Kuya Gaspar hindi siya magyaw-yaw, hindi niya pagalitan. ayaw niya kasi yung nakakarinig na siya mga pressures, mga ganun. Very silent life lang ang kanya. So sabi ko, asan ka? Then you need to look for yourself. O asan ka masaya. So ngayon, doon na siya ngayon, naging responsible naman siya doon na tumutulong sa center doon din. Kung asan yung potential mo, then I'm happy. Sabi ko, we are happy. Kasi ang loneliness natin is for them to be more responsible. Hinahinay lang din. So nagre-review siya ngayon ng civil service niya. So kasi pinadala ko rin siya sa Cagayan, pero ma-pressure siya masyado sa mga mga obligation na siyempre kung business yan, dapat maglihok talaga, pero hindi yun ang passion niya. Hindi yun ang linya niya. So ang niya kasi silent type person kasi siya, hindi rin siya mahilig magsalita. So ayun, ang mga anak natin is different. They have different natures and different mindset also. Nandito lang tayo nag-guide like a guidance counselor. We are not the one to tell what to do, but we are the one guiding them also. Kung sila pa rin ang magde-decision kung ano ang gagawin nila sa life nila. We just present what is the pros and cons, pero ang pipili pa rin ng kanilang gustong patunguhan is still pa rin yung tao. So there are lots of things under the sun that we could talk together with. Kaya nga yung sa alamin ako, even tong dalawa kong naiiwan ngayon, struggle ko sa cellphone, nagiging tamad na sila dahil sa cellphone. Kaya ang ama naman is very loving sa kanila, kaya parang magkontra kami ba na mag-report ako sa kanya, pero ang approach niya is different also yung very lenient siya, very loving siya sa kanila. So hindi naman niya ma-straight sila na pero ako straight pants ako na sabi ko, so we could really see how we need to be creative. But how can we be creative if we a parent are not educated well with the principle? And the principle is a lifestyle itself. It's not an idea. Yun ang ko po. It's not the principle is very ideal, but the principle is not just an idea or just words, but it is a way of life. It's a way. Tayo pa rin hanggang ngayon, natututo tayo sa araw-araw nating buhay na meron tayo pagkakamali, even in dealing with our second generation, may pagkakamali, pero ma-realize mali pala ito. So there are lots of learnings we have, even while we are discussing now here. Hindi tayo perfecto Marami pa rin tayong mga learnings din na natin. And our age is getting higher, and at the end, sa age of 50s, 60s na tayo, magde-decline na lahat ng bagay. Kaya, when will be the right time for us to really share together and invest our effort for the education of our brothers and sisters? Kaya nga sabi ko, this is a calling. It's not anybody's plate. Kumbaga, hindi lahat tayo pwede dito na fit in, pero we believe we can also contribute for the betterment of everyone po. Kaya I'm so inspired. Kaya na at least we are here, the Four Position Foundation still. Kaya nga, pagdating na lalabas ang YouTube, o kaya some people also get interested to view this YouTube, I believe this is also a great awakening for each and every one of us, that we need not to be confident that we have met the principle, we have met our parents for so long, we stay in the movement for so long. It's not a guarantee. But it is a matter of substantializing our life of faith po. Yan lang po ang ano ko rin sa parang big realization ko ngayon. Kaya kahit gaano karaming ginagawa sa eskwelahan, kasi sa totoo lang yung G4, hindi ko masyadong kailangan ko kapag harapin mo na yung gagawin mo na yan, dapat tutok by heart at saka yung mind mo. Kaya kung hindi tune in, kahit tititignan mo yung PPT, hindi papasok, kaya stop ko na naman. Ganun ang ano ko. Kaya I've been praying a lot kung sino talaga yung right person to be with. Kasi this is not, it is a battle eh. It is a battle, spiritual battle actually. It's a spiritual battle to think it all na magkakaroon ng magandang output. Na nandyan ang puso, nandyan din yung, kumbaga, lumalabas lahat yung mga ganito. Ito ngayon, I have learned a lot of things to put in G4. Na mayroong mga interventions, mga things. Indirectly, we are discussing, but we are also learning many things now again. And it contributes for the Blessed Family Education Ministry. So I hope na we could continue po na we can be together in this platform. It is in this schedule of twice a month. I guess mabubunga rin po ito, bubunga ito na maganda in the future, because nobody have dared to start this kind of discussion and being together po sa grupo po natin ito. And God can recognize all these efforts. Thank you po at good morning na naman po sa
Ano yung G4? Sister Teresa.
Sige. Group Blessed Family Education po. Pwede ka rin kuya, you can even share with us.
Paano malalaman yung mga group? At saka yung mga
I was the one who led the group 3, Blessed Family Education Ministry po ng Asia Pacific po. And then we are in the group.
Group
Si
3
Sir Randy,
Sir
group
Alan,
1.
ma'am. Si Sir Alan yung group 4 po kayo. Group 3 si Sir Alan.
Oo, group 4 ako, group 3 si Sir Alan, si Sir Randy is group 1 po. We are in the limelight of this education ministry with the guidance of the BFD Asia Pacific, and also now looking forward na pagdating ng araw, this manual that we will be creating, this will become a manual na maging basis ng education system natin sa church. Na it will malilimbag ito every now and then, or if they will give importance into it, dapat talaga merong official na parang editor, mga ganun, the editor, and then kailangan talaga i-continue na ito kasi this will become the book reference ng all blessed families po. Nawala ever since, nawala po. Marami tayong mga references pero hindi siya hindi siya na-compiled, kumbaga. We are compiling. Kaya po Kuya Fulgencio, you can join with us. Kasi still we are looking for people pa rin na to join with the group. You can just...
Paano mag-join? Mayroon kayong group chat o...
Sige Kuya, i-add kita. Doc Alan, i-add ko na lang
Naku,
si
nawala.
Kuya Fulgencio sa G4. I-add kita Kuya. Tapos mamayang gabi, Doc Alan will present. Meron na akong Solomon Island. Meron na akong si Maymay. Kay actually, honestly speaking, we are many in our group, but some are busy. Maybe they're all preoccupied. Kaya sabi ko nga, the calling, kumbaga ang calling natin is kanya-kanya tayong Kaya ito po, mga ideas lang naman yung sinashare natin. And then, i-compile natin yan. Kasi 2 or 3 is better than only one head, kumbaga. Pero ako nga, experience ko is, nagkaroon ako ng Zoom na ako na spiritual ang mga ko, kasama ko sa Zoom. Pero ang mind ko, sabi ko, sige, continue lang ako, nag-edit. So sabi ko ganyan. Anyway, so many spirits to with me. Then, in my heart, I'm praying na ma-meet ko ang right people to support. Kaya si Doc Alan, naawa na nga sa akin eh. Naawa siya sa akin, nag-reinforce siya sa akin. Ano. Anyway, I'm happy. I'm learning also po. Sige Kuya Jo, I will accept you sa ano po. I will add you po sa group G4 po. Para kung
Itong mga lecture ni Brother Randy o itong proceedings na ito, merong tayong group na doon mabibview lahat. Tama ba?
tapos sa YouTube. Pero
Yung
ito na yung mga
recording
supporting
po,
Sir
meron.
Randy eh. Pagdating ng araw, ito na yung mga supporting documents natin na PPT eh. Kaya i-compile natin ito, Sir Randy, na ito yung mga supporting PPT para sa ating Blessed Family Education
Sige po,
Ministry.
i-upload ko dun sa group natin para you can, dun sa Blessed Family Education na group. I-upload ko dun as a file para you can, pero limited kasi yung uploading ng file dun eh.
Kung iba-ibang folder po, Sir.
Sa YouTube.
Hindi, ang capacity lang ng Messenger na group, ma'am, is I think, tingnan ko kung pwede pang i-upgrade yung yung 20 Mbps na ano. 20 megabyte na ano na pwedeng i-upload. Pero pag
How
file,
about kung
tingnan ko pwede
i-categorize, Sir Randy, sa ano? Example, sa group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Categorize yung mga lectures na pwede dito sa group 1. Kasi you have all the materials now eh. Kumbaga, that will be now the upgrading application now of the manual. Ito na yung ginagawa natin, this application of the manual na eh. Na ano na, we are ahead of the manual na. Education.
basic
Substantial.
blessed parents education, advanced blessed parents education. Tapos meron na kasi akong ginawang labeling, ma'am, na ABP, BBP, CBP, DBP,
Opo.
EBP, tapos special blessed parents education.
Meron
Pero
din sa Pure Lab.
we can categorize that para ano. Pero I will just upload all those materials that we have already discussed before. Tapos we can just create a better categorization na lang.
Kasi pwedeng pa ulit-ulit naman din.
Yeah. Opo, tapos i-edit na lang siya for ano. Parang yung yung ano, ma'am, yung 'di ba we already started yung online intergenerational. We have already yung plano natin before na iumpisahan for ano, for the intergenerational. Ngayon nagkaroon ng talagang audience for intergenerational education, and I'm very inspired nga every time na we have the session, kasi si Phil talagang sabi niya really ang dami kung paulit-ulit mo palang basahin ang divine principle, there are so many things that you can learn from it.
Thank you, Sir
Yun
Randy.
lagi niya sinasabi niya na ano, kasi during our session is hindi ko lang pinagre-reflect yung participant, but even sabi ko, even you as coordinator, you have to share what you have learned para sa ganun we can learn from each other. Kaya nagkakaroon kami ng Trinity sharing during the time of every time na may session kami sa intergenerational. Kaya I'm very happy na nakikita ko yung inspiration sa kanya na I needed to be concerned with blessed families, with second generation. Nagkakaroon siya ng ganong ng drive ngayon.
This one's our black sheep. This one's our black sheep.
Yeah. I hope, ma'am, na you can have a sharing kung itanong mo siya kung kumusta yung yung pagiging coordinator niya sa intergenerational. I know she will have a lot of sharing sa iyo that can ano.
She grew a lot already. They are growing, both of them now, in the working in the public mission actually.
Kaya exposure talaga for a lifestyle of living for the sake of others ang kailangan ng mga second generation. Exposure, education, and continuous guidance. Yun yung ano. Kasi if we will not expose them, if we'll just confine them in the family, talagang maging limited yung maging limited yung opportunity nila to discover the world itself. Kaya yun yung lalo pag mga teenager na, talagang they wanted to explore pero they needed the guidance of the parents na constant guidance and education.
Ito na
Anyway,
nagfo-fall yung sir eh. Ito yung nagfo-fall yung some parents are avoiding to let their children go out and do fundraising, do public mission. Hindi yun love eh. Let's send them out and then let them explore. Yan ang pinaka-best
dinedelimit yung
education.
capacity nila. Yeah.
That's true. Kaya nga ang mga field job sa second gen dito, pinapapunta dyan sa Philippines kasi may YLP dyan. Ang Asia Pacific to alos dyan sa Philippines eh. Kaya dito sa mga field job, walang mga ganyan eh. Walang YLP. And then i-expose. Saan sila i-expose? Para sa mga puro Japanese. Sa church naman, puro tiguang. No? Mga 70 years old, 80 years old. Saan mo sila i-expose? Kaya pinapadala dyan sa Philippines. Ang isang limit doon, hindi sila sanay sa English. Pero
maka-learn naman din po sila dito.
Yeah,
maka-learn din.
Andyan nga, na-expose sila dyan. Buti at pumayag yung tatlo. No? Kaya dyan sa Philippines, no, talagang you are very lucky na ang daming mga possibilities na ma-explore sila. Yes. But dito, I cannot blame Japan. Pero maraming limitations talaga. Diyan, you are Christian, we are Christians. Diyan, we have some activities. May limitations lang diyan kasi may national meeting, regional meeting. Isa, dalawa, tatlo yung speakers eh. Wala nang interaction. Puro mga leaders lang nagsasalita. Directions, goal. Pero nasa ibaba, hindi man lang makapagsalita. Kaya maraming buti nga sa local kasi pwede pa silang mag one-on-one doon. Sa regional, malayo. Sa national, ay nako, ang dami-daming Buti si Sir Randy talagang umikot-ikot na rin. Although it's very hard. No? Sakripisyo din sa family niya. Pero ito nga eh. Parents talaga ang dapat educator, first teacher. Kaya lang yun nga eh, kung wala rin siya sa DP, patay.
So, nangyari ngayon, focus na sa mga external, mga lang eh. Pangkabuhayan. Kaya nga, yan ang isang nakakasuffocate sa atin ngayon is hindi talaga balance. Kaya more blessed families, nakafocus na, nakatuko na, neglect na yung obligasyon para sa, kaya let them get out from our own houses, our own home, for their comfort. So kahit na nga bugbugan mo sila ng itong dalawang dalaga na yan, nabugbog sila yan ng pangaral at saka yaw-yaw sa bahay. Hanggang sa natilileng na lang sila, then lumabas nila sa paglabas nila sabi, Mama, na-miss namin yung mo, yung sermon mo. Yun ang nila sa akin eh. Pero there's no other choice. Pero itaon ko naman na wala si Alan. Kasi ayaw ni Alan na maingay. Pero they come to realize that they really grow a lot. Pati nga mga spiritual children ko na very strong yung yung pushing para maging strong din sila pagdating ng araw na maging leader. So ikaw, Sir Kuya Fulgencio, Kuya Joe, ipadala mo yung anak mo sa somewhere na saan siya comfortable. Anyway, nandito lang naman tayo nandito lang naman tayo mag-support sa kanila kung anong kailangan nila, kung ano spiritual ba, external ba, nandito lang naman tayo kung mag-ingay sila sa atin kahit malayo sila. Kaya sa amin po yung ang ginagawa ko ngayon, meron kaming GC. Kaya kung mag-pray man ako o mag-pray kami, naka-record yan sa Messenger. Kaya kahit na kahit malayo sila, they can also connect with our prayers also. Ganun po niya, yung ginagawa ko rin na isang intervention para at least ang closeness pa rin ng family, nandyan pa rin. And then follow up every night before I sleep. Every night, and then nagtatanong ako sa kanila, isa-isa silang tatawagan. Kaya I'm praying na they themselves also will grow a lot for their own lifestyles. Kaya continuous na yan kapag ang second generation na mahubog sila ng tama, pagdating ng araw na sila rin maging parents, yun din ang iano nila sa kanilang mga third generation. Yun po yung hope natin. Kaya balik pa rin tayo talaga sa education ng first generation na ano natin na parents. Though we are not that perfect na tayo mismo, pero at least nandyan naka-align talaga yung pinaka-lifestyle na serving for others. Yeah. So, it's almost time for us. So, Kuya Joe, meron ka pang i-share?
Wala naman na. Pero yun nga, maganda, yun nga yung gusto namin. Itong pangalawa, i-expose. Pero paano man yan? During summer siguro, summer break. No?
Opo. YLT, meron din sa mga YLT. YLT.
May summer ba yung YLT? O tuloy-tuloy yata? They have to stop sa study.
1-year program po siya, kuya.
1-year
They have to
program.
stop.
Pwedeng 6 months. So, kung wala lang pandemic sana, they can also go, yung YLT kasi, na-design din na they can go to other countries eh. Ewan ko lang kung marirevive yung style na yun. So, they are the hope. Our second generation are the big hope actually. And then, in our church, we need not to have many full-time. Yan ang ano ko eh. We need not to have many full-time, but we need to have more hours talaga na ano. Eh, kapag mas maraming full-time, tapos pasaoy na ay, dyan lang naka-stack ang full-time. Mas maganda yung maraming magsusupport talaga. So, mga second generations natin, sila po yung hope natin. And then, in the Philippines, actually, sa Philippines lang yata marami rin second generation na active. Sa Randy, parang sa Philippines.
Yeah, kasi sa Asia Pacific too, parang din sa Pilipinas yung may pinakamarami. Even yung mga elders, hindi, meron din mga elders sa iba pero hindi ganun ka ano. And dito sa Philippines, pwede pa natin kasing i-gather. Kaya nga ngayon yung bagong president ng NBCC is at least ang ano niya ang focus niya ngayon is more on divine principle education going back to the root. Kaya yung 5-day seminar na gaganapin ngayon.
Sino po ngayon?
Ang bagong president yata ng NBCC si Sinsin, yung anak ni Ate Maymay.
Ay, Gavaran.
Santipolo. And they are organizing yung 5 days divine principle seminar this coming 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 na ano. Kaya yung full force ng UPTA lecturers, doon sila ngayon nakafocus sa education. Kasi yung national education natin, 2 lang din naman yung member ng national education. We're offering yung UPTA program para sa ganun maging national program, parang hindi naman sila ano. Kaya we're just there to support. And kung kinakailangan nila ng lecturer, UPTA trainees sila yung talagang na-expose na ano, na to support the national education na mga seminars.
And also yung hindi naman as ineffective siguro masyado ngayon ang National Education Department, how it is working. Parang ang nag-work naman more of it is the UPTA. Sana ma-review rin itong sistema ng education, National Education Committee, kumbaga department. Kasi sila dapat ang na-expose dito ngayon sa Blessed Family Education ministry.
Yeah, actually.
I think sa bagong structure or resizing ng department ng galing sa IS. Meron na yung 4 One is the BFD and the second one, tumawag si Brother Jimmy sa akin Ang group niya is Church Growth. So sa Church Growth, ang dami dun Tulad na dito
Apat ba to?
Yeah, only 4. Apat na lang departments, pero tambak sila ng work descriptions. No? Pero I think it's better, no? Kaysa pupunta parang one stop ang
One-stop shop
dating.
na, no?
Oo. Kaya lang yung charge growth, nako. Daming mga probinsya, daming mga institutions ang talagang pupuntahan mo. I mean, ang i-address mo. Church growth, sabi ko, ang dami yung mga members dyan. Why ask me? Sabi ko nga, daming mga leaders.
You're muted po. Okay. Okay na po.
Maraming leaders, pero I think ang local leaders ata ang frontliner na pwedeng mag-educate talaga ng mga nasa baba, mga parents, mga home members. Wala namang education talaga yung local leader. Kahit na mga BFD, matching supporter, yung leader pa rin. Kaya hingi ka man ng mga kamats ng mga sinong candidate, wala silang masabi, wala silang may rekomenda. Daming mga cases and issues na kailangan i-address, hindi lamang sa BFD, sa church growth talagang ang dami-dami, kasama ng administration, kasama na lahat, pati Chundo, pati HTM andun, pati yung mga schools andun. Sabi ko, wala, yung 2 eskwelahan dyan, bagsak. Sorry to say, pero sabi ko talaga, it's not an educational institution. Sinabi ko kay Jimmy, sabi ko, sinayang niyo focus kayo sa mga international. Tapos yung local, yung mga ang daming napabayaan. Kaya sabi ko, address kayong mga leaders ang talagang dapat mag-usap-usap kung paano ang church growth.
Ano pa yung question nyo, Doc Alan, na what is the difference of the Unification Church and the Family Federation for World Peace?
So yun nga ang isang
You need to clear also kung anong standing ba ng, kasi tayo, elders tayo, pero hindi pa rin natin alam kung paano ba tayo mag-correlate ang
Unification
vague.
Church is only a name given to us by the outsiders, mga dating mga persecutionists. Pero, ang dati talaga is Holy Spirit Association, pero only for an association, for spiritual people na association ng mga spiritual groups of people, kundi sa family na mismo. That's why it is called Family Federation for World Peace. Pero dito lang sa atin, kahit na isang family, kanda hirap-hirap, paano mo pa gawing federal yung mga family or blessed family? Parang rin spiritual politics or church politics.
Marami-rami pang magagawa, pero anyway, we've started already in this, hopefully na we have the opportunity to bring it out all in the family ministry. So, let's be bold. Kumbaga, we need not to hide also. Hindi lang yung sabihin natin, okay lahat, okay. Pero we need also to be honest enough in our reports. Para yung mga leaders din natin na nakakarinig, nararamdaman din nila kung ano yung standing natin.
Pinakatakutan ko nga dyan, kung mai-implement ba talaga, mapapractice ba talaga ng mga blessed families. Tulad kahapon, kagabi kay Professor Gil, he has been teaching about itong CLS. Tapos kahapon, nagtatanong, Saan ba mga mga YouTube, mga references nyo, no, nung mga nakalipas na taon na meron pala kayong ganito? No, saan namin makikita yon? So imagine, from the different countries, hindi pala nila alam na merong CLS. No? And I was really amazed. Sabi ko, hindi sila na-inform ng mga Chunbo leaders nila or
Hmm.
BFD or Chunbo department nila. Kaya, ewan ko kung talagang how deep is our, ewan ko.
Pero
kung
konti lang naman ang Pilipino na pumapasok po sa na tsumbo na pumapasok doon sa CLS. Kaya nga ito na sana rin ang
Pero
education system ng mga tsumbo kasi.
ang implementation, anong status ng mga talagang Chunbo nila? Numbers lang eh. Numbers lang. Pag kunin mo ang database doon sa records, no? Kahit na yung 43 lang, walang nakaka-achieve talaga ng 43 na talagang regular members na talagang nag-a-attend ng mga Sunday services.
This is an additional sana focus ngayon. Ngayong start pa lang ng Chombo, start na rin ang education system ng being a true Chombo. Pero wala namang program ata pa na ito lang yung sharing lang sa sa Monday. Pero yung parang course din sana to become Chombo, yun yung CLS na i-advocate ma-advocate sana, kumbaga merong massive advocacy ng lahat ng Chombo. It is a must for every Chombo to join. Hindi yung gusto lang.
Ito nga ang most appreciated ko na program, itong ganitong 3 o'clock. Yung mga lunis-lunis, puro testimony na pataasan ng ihi na ganito siya, nakapunta siya dito sa barangay, doon siya, nakapagtandak siya ng mga no? Nakita ko pa doon, nakawan ng mga records ito. No? Langkawan ng mga pangalan, nakawan ng mga mga spiritual kidnappers, sabi ko. Testimonies lang naman yun eh. No? Ang sabi ko rin kay Jimmy, you change, no? Itong mga Chunbo ninyo, itong mga meeting nyo, tinatawag nyong Monday Club, hindi naman yan Monday Club eh. No? Marites Club yan, sabi ko.
But anyway, little by little siguro, our leaders could also recognize the better way of an approach. Maybe that's the foundation muna. Magmaritesan muna, pagpataasan muna. Later on, ma-realize na, there is a better way. So, it's more on brainstorming, sharing. Kaya, ngayon muna mag-sharean kung ano yung mga accomplishments. Pero minsan nga, totoo nga yung sabi na paramihan ng record, paramihan ng pero just to inspire everyone also to become Chombo. Pero there must be an education, deeper education. It is a must sana kung hindi natin kayang yung CLS is also a must for all Chombos to join kasi we need not to be Chombos only like in name, but we need to really have deeper, kumbaga kung blessed family ka at hindi ka Chombo, mas higher dapat ang level of heart ng Chombo to understand situations of true mother, true parents. Pero you cannot deny the fact that karamihan pa rin ngayon is external. In name pa lang ang pagka-Chombo. Pero it's on the way maybe na mas mag-deeper yung life. Kaya nga, it's good for us to have this kind of discussion again. So, it's almost 6 o'clock po. Ang sarap na mag-share, no? Ang sarap na kumbaga, sharing sa lahat ng ito. We are learning from it. So, maybe we could invite Sir Randy for the closing word for this session po. Sir Randy.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Ma'am Tere, and thank you very much for waking up early to Sir Alan and Kuya Jo. And yeah, at least we have just sabi nga natin na kahit papaano at least meron tayong nagagawa, meron tayong ginagawa. Hindi yung lagi na lang tayong nag-aantay, lagi na lang tayong nandiyan. Kaya nga even we in BFD, lagi kong sinasabi kay Ate Dulce na before, bakit hindi natin subukan muna, i-try natin tapos saka natin evaluate kung anong naging result. No? Kaya nga nung pinag-uusapan namin yung paano natin i-guide yung mga blessed families. Kaya nung nag-meeting sila sa Asia Pacific, yun yung pinag-usapan nila na they have to create a blessed family education ministry. Na para sa ganun we can reach out to every blessed families. Pero ang ano niyan is how much gaano ka-intensify yung implementation nito after it's being created. And
Yeah.
although this sa Philippines, because lagi kong pinupush na we have to do this. Even si Cathy, lagi kong pinupush sa kanya na we needed to reach out to all blessed families. We needed to reach out. Kaya nga, ngayon, merong Friday, Saturday na couples education in preparation for the blessing for May 7 sa mga members na na disconnect, and then we are guiding them to be re-educated centering the divine principle. Na meron yung 14 days continuous education program na reaching them out, na preparing them to receive the blessing this coming May 7. So in the Philippines, we can say na at least kung ano man yung magawa natin sa magawa ng every group sa Blessed Family Blessed Family Education Ministry, we can say that we will do our best to implement it, but we don't know in other countries. Even now that kaya na-compile ko lahat ng mga materials na to for the education of blessed families so that they can guide their children properly, na para hindi na maulit yung nangyari sa atin na we are caught up in a bahala ka na, total na bless ka naman na. Parang ganun nangyari na. So with this that we have started, kaya nga I'm also proposing sa group 1 na we needed a online blessed family education ministry. Katulad ng iba't ibang group ngayon in different sect na meron silang consultation, online consultation, wherein they are giving guidance to couples and continuous guidance sa mga couples na hindi lang yung mga may problem, but even those walang problem, that they can continuously share in a community like this na ginagawa natin. So this is a very important avenue wherein we could really express, and then we can learn from each other. Kasi ang growth naman talaga is when we are being when we share what we have, and then somebody can give some guidance. That's the time that we can really grow and develop. I remember even in our company, every time na meron kaming coaching with our mentor, pagka nagko-coaching is hindi lang yung nagbibigay siya ng eto yung mali mo, but we always share together of what are the strength and what are the limitation, why you were not able to achieve this, why we were not able to do this, what is my limitation as a team leader and what is your limitation as a member, and how can we meet together at the middle, and where can we get some resources so that we could learn on how to improve and how to develop both you and me. Kaya laging dun is hindi yung me but it is we. Hindi yung you, but what can we do together? And this is the importance if we can really create this environment of constant be together and learning from each other. Kaya nga, sabi naman ni Father, if even Jesus Christ, if there's 2, 3 that is gathered together, there we can invite God. And kahit mag-isa ka nga, di ba? Kahit mag-isa ka na lang, you can invite the spirit world. I remember when we are practicing lecturing,
Sa
diba?
center.
Sabi nga ni Father, sa center, you should do it at night where everybody sleep, and then your audience will be the spirit world.
Yung sa Lawag
And if we
Center
can do
noon,
that-
Doc Alan.
Yeah. If we can do that, diba? Why not? Kaya nga yung sabi ni kay Alan kanina na even though you are alone, you can do Sunday service. Invite your ancestors, invite the spirit world. Kaya there's no reason why we cannot do the tradition. We cannot continue to do kung anong dapat natin gawin so that we can learn the heart of God and true parents. Minsan talaga is tayo lang talaga yung nagde-delimit eh. Tayo lang talaga yung nagbibigay ng reason na why I cannot do it. Why I cannot I cannot um, concentrate on learning because there's so many things. And if that will always be our mindset, kailan nga ba? No? And ang mangyari is we'll just be passing away and then we'll just living the same legacy, the same problem. And then mangyari niyan, the next generation will be the one to resolve again. And ito yung sinasabi ni Father na we should live a life that is after the coming of heaven, not before the coming of heaven. Now we have to really think of how we could change, okay? How we could start a new beginning together as one family, not individually, but together as brothers and sisters. So yeah, kaya nga in here, we cannot really feel the age gap is not the matter dito eh. What matters most is what we can learn from each other as brothers and sisters. What we can learn together as one family. Okay? And I really appreciate Kuya Alan kasi I should be learning from Kuya Alan, but he said that he's also learning from me. Di ba? And that is the family bonding that we have. And that is what true Father wanted to see in a community of blessed families. We could really feel that we are all brothers and sisters. We can tap each other's shoulder. And then we can lend a hand to each other so that we could pull each other to go back to God and true parents. And this is what we wanted. Kaya nga sa blessed family, di ba? Ngayon is being divided into two. Okay? Blessing department and blessed family department. Nang focus ng blessed family is really raising blessed family to become a substantial blessed family, wherein every families are really interconnected together as a brothers and sisters, centering on God as our parent and centering on our true parents as the conjugal substantialization of God's embodiment here on earth. And we as brothers and sisters in the community of blessed families interconnected together, learning from each other and supporting and helping in every means that we can. Yeah. So ito yung wish ni God. Ito yung wish ni true parents. And I hope na we can strengthen and then we can organize many more groups of like this wherein we could really feel that we are in a community. Nang sa ganun, sabi ni Mother na, oh, meron na pala tayong community talaga. Strong, blessed family community. Na pag sinabi nating chunbo, hindi lang yung victory ng isa, but it is we can really think of, dapat lahat tayo ganito. And how much we can share together. How much we could help each other. Not just giving the numbers, but really creating, okay, a community that everybody can really feel God's heart and True Parents Foundation to become the owner of this. And that's really, kaya nga I'm very happy nung naano ko na sabi ni Ate Dulce, you should be ready kasi we will now be starting educating yung mga tribal members ng mga Chunbo with the divine principle. Kaya nung pinakreate ako ng series of education ng divine principle education ng mga tribal members, I presented it. And then hopefully na it would also be used as a way of deepening the understanding of all tribal members. Na nakapattern doon sa yung divine principle education na ginagawa sa Kalawit ngayon. Okay. And really hopefully na yung family values enhancement na we started in Kalawit, it will really be a solid interaction with our community and our environment. And nakikita na nga yung fruit ngayon sa Kalawit na yung changes ng buong Kalawit district ngayon sa DepEd sa Zamboanga del Norte. They've really seen, even yung mga bata na dinilecturean ng mga principal, dinilecturean ng mga teachers na nakapag-attend ng 5 days in Mantikau, nakikita nila yung changes and transformation ng mga estudyante. And hopefully na eto, kasi they are now the owner of this one, kaya they can sustain, they can continue the program. Even wala na tayo doon, they can still go on. Because all of them take ownership and even do everything that they can to gather students and even do the responsibility of educating them, centering on the materials that we have. So, yun, no? Kaya importante na it's really, we needed to really raise more honors, not raise more followers. Kaya nga, ang ano ko rin sa Chonbo is, yeah, it's not just creating members ang Chonbo, but it is creating honors, because what God wanted is all those Chonbo member of our tribe is they should feel God's heart. Okay? Now they wanted to change the history. They wanted to create a new history centering on God and true parents model. Which is hopefully na, yeah, all department will really work together to really focus more on, hindi naman redundant yung kung paulit-ulit yung Divine Principle Seminar. That is not redundant because there is different level of understanding every time we study the principle, which is very sudden kasi many of our elders, many of our leaders na is they always see na pagka na may nag-lecture ng Divine Principle in different department, they always see na lalong-lalo if they are not the one who initiated it, sabi na it's redundant, paulit-ulit na lang. Okay? Na kung titignan naman natin, Father said it's not, because we have to constantly study and learn from it. So anyway, yeah, it's already high time for us to really stand for the sake of
Kulang
letting
pa
our
rin yung
brothers
ano
and
natin.
sisters work on together and stand together as blessed family to create a community that our two parents is looking forward. So once again, thank you very much for your constant support and help with this program. Now it's really, we can really feel na it's right time for us to stand for the sake of the next generation. Good morning po.
Hi.
Maraming
Good morning.
salamat.
May,
Thank you po.
may I say something sa
Yes
mga
po.
nasabi ni Doc Randy? So ibig sabihin, parang
May nang boses ko, Jo.
hello? Yan. Ayun na pa rin?
Okay na po.
So, we have to establish a system na kahit paulit-ulit yung mga lectures o yung mga napapakinggan, still parang stepping stone for another, parang ma-elevate natin yung standard ng spirituality ng bawat couples or members. So, unless na hindi nila maintindihan yung system na yon, magsasawa sila. Ay, bago, meron na ako, naka-attend na ako niyan, alam ko na yan, parang ganon. Pero kung i-emphasize sa kanila, to everyone, na ito na yung life natin, system na ng buhay natin, na paulit-ulit talaga. Then, mag-iiba naman yan Tama yung sabi ni Brother Randy kanina, ibang level of understanding pag nag-attend ka ulit. Iba rin yung kasi nag-lecture, iba rin yung sitwasyon. And then, we learn from it na paulit-ulit lang talaga. Ako, pag may mga lecture, nag-attend talaga ako. Kasi iba naman yung nag-explain, iba yung panahon, iba yung so parang ipa-emphasize na system na ng buhay natin ito as a member. Yon. Meron pa akong doon sa doon sa nasabi mo kanina na
Parang kulang na kulang yung 3 o'clock to.
education sa mga ating mga old members, kailan pa nagsimula yan, Brother Randy? So that we can contact and i-connect yung mga iba. How about nasa abroad sila? How can they attend the lecture?
Naka-Zoom po. Just report to Kati po and we can organize a schedule for them po.
At saka maganda, naka-record sana so that they can just play it at their own time.
Actually ngayon yung coordinator, I'm always advising him to record all the lectures during the session. Para sa ganun, pwede po siyang paulit-ulit na i-review ng mga participants, or
Yes.
kung
Tapos,
sakali mang walang lecturer, at least they can play
Play.
the same presentation during that time po.
gawa ng group. Tapos, i-add na lang natin sila doon. Sabihin natin, ito yung mga na-discuss na mga topics. Ulitin nyo na lang, ha? Ganon. Tapos, balikan mo sila, tawagan kung ano yung realization o may question, mga ganon.
Kagaya dito ngayon, Kuya Jo, naka-YouTube man to. Kung hindi sila
Oo.
makapasok sa Zoom, nandun sa GC natin, sa parents. Kaya, bentahe pa rin.
Tapos, sabihin sa kanila, kung may nabasa mo naman, na-open mo, mag-thumbs up ka naman para alam namin na open mo. Nabasa.
Sa tribe mo, Kuya Jo, pwede ka makaano ng GC sa tribe mo, Kuya Jo. And then, we can help you also to, mag-set lang na schedule.
Nga, tawagan kita dyan patungkol na. Another, ngayong
Yeah.
kanina.
Pero sa Kuya Sir Randy, there's a proposal na naano ko ngayon. I guess it is a need for all the BFD coordinators to have some brainstorming like this and education like this na hindi sa 3 o'clock. So, we can propose siguro kay Kati, kay Ate Dulce na kahit once a month lang na meron time for gathering of all the, hindi sa meeting mismo na gikandak natin about sa activity, pero more on the education, spiral education also of the BFD coordinators. Kasi tayo na ngayon ang...
Actually, yun po yung pinopropose ko dati na kaya nga meron yung regional coordinators, BFD regional coordinators, enhancement training.
Yun po.
Pero lagi namang busy, kaya sabi ko Ate Dulce, kung hindi talaga, kaya po naumpisan tong program na to. Yung ito na tong ginagawa natin ngayon.
Kasi kung ang reason nila is 3 o'clock is very early, this will become the umbrella. And ito na yung magiging mother, kumbaga, that we need to create another group na kahit once a month lang, na hindi mabigat sa
Maganda po yun, ma'am, na So you can propose and we can second during the meeting po.
Sige po. Kaya parang ang isip ko is we are mobilizing but even coordinators are not that well versed of what is our internal situations. And then ma-review rin kung yung mga coordinators ma-review kung ano naman din ang standing nila. Ganun na we can help together as one family. Yan po yung parang nasa heart ko rin i-propose. Kaya nga like kay Tita Teresia, we started from different groups. Mag-adjust lang tayo sa time kung mag-struggle sila sa 3 o'clock. Tayo na, ang system ng body na natin, alam na natin kasi by heart, we wanted to attend to this kind of Kaya hindi nga kasya yung 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock eh. 19 minutes na tayo ahead nag-overtime.
Yeah.
Pero because of that artistic natin, na connection sa ating ginagawa, we could value our activity. Ganun po yun. So sige po, we will propose that, sir.
So, yes, ma'am, go on.
Okay. So, shall we close with a prayer po?
Sige, I will pray. I will volunteer to pray. Please join a prayer. Our most beloved Heavenly Parents, victorious true parents of heaven, earth, and mankind. We all know, Father, that there are so many things that we still needed to do we still needed to work on so that we could really establish your family and to really raise up the standard of families that we have centering on the guidance of our true parents on how we should live our life as a couple, as a parent, and most especially as brothers and sisters living together in one community. So Father Neven, we all know that yeah, we just started everything. We just opened up the way for us to feel and understand how important our sharing together as true brothers and sisters, feeling the presence of each other as my brother and my sisters. And I pray, Father, that as we continue with this, though we are few in numbers, but we could mobilize the spirit world to awaken the mind and the heart of every blessed families and every blessed couples to really, um, we could really create a community, even um, in a in a platform just what we have right now. I pray, Father, that we could really interconnected with one another because we have so many things to learn from each other's experience, so many things to understand how we could implement the words of our true parents to become the guidelines in order for us to build a family and in order for us to build a community that you wanted to see here on earth. Thank you, Father, for this blessing, for the education, for the warm embrace, for the love that you have given to us. And I pray that even those who are in YouTube, they could also feel your heart and your love and warm embrace so that be uh, we could be motivated more to discover and understand more and to find and to um, start a new way of life centering on the guidance of our true parents. Once again, Father, thank you very much. May you please accept all of these things as we offer as a sign of our love unto you and as a sign of our commitment to become your filial sons and daughters as what our true parents always saying. Thank you, Father. May you please accept all of these things. We offer and report this in your name, Randy and Ria, my blessed family. Jew.
Jew.
Achu. Okay, Kuya Jo, open tayo ng camera for our picture, commemorative photo for April 2nd, April Falls. Nag-April Falls ako kapon.
This is the first Sunday of the month.
Ayan.
Okay,
Capture
ma'am.
ka,
Ito
sir?
na kukuha, ma'am. Sige.
Ba?
Okay. Let's have our best smile. 1, 2, 3. And then because we love each other, let's show our heart. Sarangyo.
Baliktad.
1, 2, 3. And then let's offer our manse to our heavenly parent and true parents. Let's give victory. Sungni, Sungni,
It's amazing.
Sungni. Okay.
Thank
you
you so
very
much
much
po.
and see you po
And
next
let's have a good
session.
day. Let's be
Thank
healthy.
you.
Let's be happy.
Kuya
Thank you
Jo, see
very
you in
much.
Thank you
HQ
po.
po.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yo, punta kami sa HQ ngayon.
Yeah.
Sige, sir. Ay, thank you, kuya.
Thank you.
Natawa yung anak